Alright, so this was yesterday's video. I'm gonna get the light on and get some water. I'm gonna burn some time here. I'm gonna show you how you answered been staring you right in the face. Now you need to pay some respect. So, it's not my first rodeo. I've done this before. So, I'm not going to get the puzzles out to stack up the camera. We're going to work with this much space. Sometimes you have life that's cluttered. Alright, you got to figure things out. Give me a moment. We'll fill up my cup. Alright, that is how most clocks are shaped. Alright, now why is that? Why is it divided into 12? Why is all that time? Alright, let me get a marker out. Just why? So many questions. So we're going to explain time. Now that is 1, 3. And then that is this half of the alphabet. This is the second half of the alphabet. Alright. First, why 12? Alright, because that would, if you did that count, knowing that is 13, why is that 12? I don't know. Why is that 11 then? I don't know, because we know 11 to be binary 3. It's all confusing. And then this would be 1, 4. What's going on? Alright, so we've got a circle. Let me make sure it's recording. Yeah, it's recording. If that is 1, you can't do any measurements. I mean, you could do sub whatever, but then everyone's going to have a different division. Alright? We're at that point. So, and then that goes back to our understanding. So that's X, that's Y, that's 0, 1, 0. Alright? This is 0, 0. That's 1. Alright, we're X 100. So that makes that 0, 0, 0. Alright, which then, through the process of elimination, makes it 1, 1, 1. That's what we're working with. Ground floor. Alright, so we're gonna just say that's a division of 2. Alright? And then try to process. So then how do we work from here? So we've got 1. Well, then you've got the argument which one comes first. We know reading from left to right, you know, that's that. So we've got to figure something else out. This is just not going to work. So I'm going to make a quick jump, and we're just going to establish some knowledge. So 1, 1, 2 is lowercase p. That's lowercase. And then we've got uppercase. P is H 0. Alright? So if you don't know what P looks like, it looks like that. Now, I can't. There you go. Alright? So, then, yeah, we're good, Tyler. I'm just working through some feelings. So, I got distracted. Thank you, sir.
I owe you.
God is good.
And God bless.
God bless. So, this
I
lake,
see periods.
right, is 2 times the size as this. Alright? So if you do this, one leg is 4. Altogether it's 8. So capital T in ASCII is 84. Alright, now 9. Why 9? Why does that have that position? If I do that, well technically if I'm right-handed, we go back to C, D as a thumb unit with the line and that. So you got that. So you got that understanding. Now what do? You double it down. So then you've got that, alright, which makes how many, if this is one unit, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the actual placement in the letter alphabet for B, upper and lower, or P, sorry, upper and lower. How many do we have left?
No.
Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Done. So we got 9. Alright, so that is established. Both top. So it takes one hand and then the other. There's 2 hands. Alright. E now. Now you're probably wondering the shape. It's a little incorrect. But if you take the I logic and then understand that there's 2 measurements in there, we just don't know how many measurements and we're using the I to figure it out. We have our starting point and then we place one hand there, overlaps there, and then another hand, and then we have to figure out from that point. So I'm going to jump a step. We know that there's, and then 3. So there's 2. But between this and that, if we do our thumb right in the middle, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So we understood that P is also 6. And then lowercase t is, how did I do that? We know binary 6 is 1, 1, 0. So that gives our placement for 2. Alright, so let me rewrite that as 1, 6, 1, 1, 0. So that's binary right there. That is letter placement. And we got 1, 2, and then we just make the jump up. We got that to jump to our 0 point, and now we're starting from square 1. All right, lowercase t is as such. It's technically an upside down. That's why they say put up. P-U-T. So you spun it 180 degrees, and then you added a thumb. Alright, now I made a great correlation there. So, anyways, and then 6, the 6th letter of the English alphabet, looks similar. It's just a vertical flip. So you're changing subjects. You got your T as 8, 4, and then this entire unit is 6. So, but taking this one, the 2 logic, 1, 2, carrying it over, you now have to the 2 spot with 9 in between. Well, technically 8 fingers, 9 digits, but altogether 10. So, I hope that helps. The additional thing, like people are going to argue with me over this, that none of this makes sense. You're stupid. You're a dum-dum. If you take the alphabet and lay it in vertical column labels, and then you go from 1 row to 300 and 2, 5, 4, alright? And I forget where it ends, but it ends at, you're looking for 60 times 24 to equal 8, 4, 6, 0, 0. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. So, and the reason is, in this row number, yeah, this happens, I think, either it was T or column T or V. I'm not even sure if that's on camera. It is T or V. But anyways, you got this box right here, and then you got this box. And so that box is labeled 8, 4, 5, 8, 0, I think. Yeah, I'm missing a 0. Is that a 0? I can't do math. But anyways, it does pet. So, and that's, it's my little pet. Because it's time. It's 1, 2. It's a second. Anyways, hits the T. And then there's trying to make a bridge correlation between feet. That as 12 inches. So 1 inch equals how many millimeters? And it's, no, I got it. It's right there. It's up here. I'm a dum-dum. So if you type in 0.001 inches, it should equal 254 millimeters m squared. So, which brings you back to here, which is 13. And technically we know that in the letter system to be B. So, you have just learned a culmination of ASCII, English alphabet, measurement. And there's other reasons in there. The one jump you're supposed to make right here is that if you do that is 3600, and then subtract that as that's positive and that's negative. Let's do that. It's 6, 4, 3. Then the inverse is done. Alright. So I'm running out of room. 6, 4, 3. Then you add 5 to each side of the one position. So that's 5. That's 5. But if you added just that together, it would be 9, 8, 9. Okay? Alright, so that's your thumbs right there. And then you got 8. Alright? Thumbs down. Boo for everyone. Boo. Get a boob. Alright? So if you need help with understanding this logic, watch Inside Job from Netflix. It's all accurate information for those in the know. Alright, so I carried up. We've got 8, 4, 6, and then the other one would be 1, carry the 1, is that right? 5, 3, and then again we do a flip, because technically we already established the P in the middle, because to get that, it is what it is. And then we got the T and then E, number sign, or EC, alright, PEC, because it's my pectoral region. You're being a boob. I just said that. It's established. Flip them around. So this would then become 1, 1, that's 5, 3. Alright, and then this in reverse would be, I'll do it this way, 8, 4, 6. So that's T is acknowledged. T acknowledged. Tacking that down, pushing it down. That 15 is at the 3 spot. So take any clock with that looks like this, like a thorn of crowns, okay, that is placed on everyone so they live in eternal hell. And count it out, and 3 equals 15 minutes. How can that be? Well, you came from that. I tried to explain that to you. You come every day to work or into school, home. Go home. Go to your home. Alright. So anyways, I can do this a million ways from Sundays with different things, but I'm giving you the straight up information. Alright. We haven't addressed you reaching your dreams. Okay? I know that. So, it is very imperative. No, because I already messed this up, and you would have called me out on that. 111, and then you reaching your dreams. So, I'm still not understanding. So technically, there's 2 squares. 1, 0, 1, 0, and then 100 connects that one. Then you got your other one, which is straight 0, 0, 1, and then 1, 1, 1, which makes this no Z. It'd make it 1, 1, 0. So 1, 1, 0 we just established is I. So, and if you do that again, it's the same logic, but repeating, say that 1, 1, 0 would have to be the same. Then you got 14, which is N. But we already established 1, 1, 0, 6. So you got 6. And it's technically a lowercase n, which is an upside down U. Because we're having fun. Alright, it's funsies. Alright, that's simple. Suck a dick. Love ya. Bye. I realize you may not have seen the whole thing. This is called math magic. Alright, this is how you travel through time and understand how your body works. It's very simple.